husband wants to go on a month-long trip during my due date, leaving me to give birth and care for his son alone. He says I'm overreacting and offered to pay me for the hardship. My husband, 27, has been planning a trip with some close friends for about 4 years. The trip has been postponed multiple times due to family debts, financial issues among his friends, and other unfortunate world events. Now, after years of waiting, the trip is finally happening in 2 months. The problem is that the trip is scheduled right around my due date, and I, 21, am pregnant with my first child. I don't want to go through childbirth alone. I don't have any family besides my husband. My dad passed away, and my mom struggles with mental health issues, so my husband is really the only person I can rely on for support during this process. When I asked him to consider postponing the trip again so he could be there for me and his daughter, he made me feel like I was being unreasonable. He told me that it's not that big of a deal and pointed out that when his son from a previous relationship was born, the labor only took about an hour. He said the nurses were very supportive and that I'd be fine without him. Adding to my stress, I'm worried about what happens when I come home from the hospital. My husband has sole custody of his son, who only goes to his mom's house every other weekend, and even then, sometimes his mom doesn't show up. My husband hasn't made any plans for where his son will stay while he's away for a month. His sister has agreed to take care of him while I'm in the hospital, but she works full-time and can't take an extended leave to care for him longer than that. When I brought all this up, my husband told me I'd be able to handle everything on my own. He begged me to drop the issue, saying he's been planning this trip for so long and is really excited to finally go. He even offered to pay me for the hardships I'll face while he's gone and told me, women take care of children after coming home from the hospital all the time. I feel stuck. I understand that this trip wasn't planned around my pregnancy, and I feel awful about the whole situation. A big part of me just wants to drop the issue and figure out how to handle everything by myself. His friends are calling me a wet blanket and accusing me of spoiling everyone's fun, which makes me feel even worse.